What up, Riachi?
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Melia here, and as you can see, today we in the kitchen. Today I'm going to show you guys my creamy Tuscan salmon recipe. This is one of my favorite recipes, and it's also super easy to make, and it's cost friendly, and it doesn't take too long. It's about 30 minutes to an hour, and it's also healthy, especially with everything going on right now. It's a little harder to go out and eat, so this is pretty convenient and simple. For those who don't know, my dad is a chef, my uncle is a chef. I just have a lot of chefs in my family, so that's primarily where my cooking influences come from. I personally love cooking, y'all. I think it's really relaxing and satisfying. Never would do it professionally, but I don't know, it just brings me like peace. And putting something together from the bottom up and then having it turn out really well, like, I just be so proud of myself. I'm gonna stop talking now. Let's get into this video. Okay, so these are the ingredients that I'm starting out with. I have me some Himalayan pink salt, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, broccoli, salmon, butter, and my Goya Thai jasmine rice. So throughout this whole video, I won't really have exact measurements for you guys. Jamaicans don't really measure anything. We just kind of eyeball it and see what feels right. So I'm just gonna start pouring. I realized that there's basically nothing left, so I'm just gonna dump the whole bag in here and then continue on to add water. Again, I don't have any exact measurements for you guys. Just eyeball it until the water is like right above where the rice is. First, I'm gonna add in a little bit of salt, and then I'm gonna add in my butter. I also like to put some Sazón in there. This brings a little flavor, but most importantly, it brings in like a yellow color, which is what I'm going for. So I'm gonna add in a little bit of this, probably like a half a packet or so. I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to cook rice by now, but for those who don't, I'm just gonna show you how I do it. And then as it begins to boil, I'm just gonna cover it. Yes, I already washed my hands. Yes, the salmon is clean. I just want to get those out of the way before anyone trolls me about it. I'm just gonna rinse off my salmon because it has been sitting in the freezer for a few weeks. And additionally, I'm just gonna dry it off with some paper towel as thoroughly as I possibly can. Now I'm just going to lightly season the salmon. You don't want to over season it, so I usually just put salt and black pepper on both sides. I put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil in a pan while I season my salmon. Now that it is warm, I'm going to drop these bad boys in there and let them fry. Don't turn the stove on too high because you don't want them to burn too quickly. You just want them to be golden on both sides. So y'all can see here that I attempted to flip the second piece. However, I kept getting popped by the oil, so I just let it go. But this is why it's important to dry off your salmon thoroughly, because this thing will pop on you like a firecracker. Now that the rice is basically done, I'm just going to turn it down on low to suck up all the remaining water that's left. And then I'm going to throw on the last two pieces of salmon while I prepare the broccoli. Okay, so I'm just prepping the broccoli at this point. I feel like this portion of the video is pretty self-explanatory, so I'm just going to let y'all watch, and I'll come back when it's time to season it. So I'm starting with leaf oregano, and then I'm gonna go in with this Italian seasoning. I'm following up with some garlic powder and then this all-purpose seasoning that my dad made for me. Lastly, I use extra virgin olive oil to help marinate the seasonings into the broccoli. I would recommend that everyone get some all-purpose seasoning like Mrs. Dash or a boho, or is it adobo or boho? I don't know, one of them. But I think it's just a really good thing to have in your household to season everything with. So I preheated my oven to 375. So now I'm just going to lay out the broccoli in a pan and add on some Parmesan cheese. You don't want to overdo it. You want to bake it to the point where it's slightly brown with a crunch. So now that the salmon is done frying, let's go ahead and sauce it up. One of them broke while I was flipping it, but that's my little snack while we make this sauce. I'm pretty generous with the butter since it's the base of our sauce, and once it's mostly melted, I'll add in the heavy cream.
Damn, Tana.
Again, I'm seasoning the sauce with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Onion powder, and my favorite freaking seasoning. This is the Mahler seasoning. I'm pretty sure you can get this from like the Asian food markets or Hispanic food market, but this is my holy grail, y'all. I put this in everything, like everything. And again, I added in some more oregano flakes. I also added in some more of this homemade all-purpose seasoning. This and the Mahler seasoning are amazing. They make every meal taste so bomb. Now, I know what you're thinking. This looks exactly like Alfredo sauce. However, I do go very light on the Parmesan cheese because it can make it taste very bitter. I mainly use it in this recipe to thicken the sauce and make it creamy. Now I'm just adding in the salmon and topping it off with some fresh parsley. And that's basically it, y'all. The broccoli is done, so I'm gonna take that out, and this is dinner. Yellow rice, creamy Tuscan salmon, and a side of baked broccoli with Parmesan. Y'all, now that I finished cooking and this looks so delicious, I'm gonna go ahead and take the first bite and see how it tastes.
Powering on.
Damn, Tana.
Y'all, this is like some Olive Garden, like Rio, Red Lobster type. This is like one of those meals. Like, this is it. Like, whatever you thought was it before, this is it right here. This is so good, y'all. My new favorite word to describe food is bussin'. So, this right here.
Yes.
All Alright y'all, that is all I have for this video. I hope you guys love this recipe. Let me know what you think about it. Also, if you decide to make it, tag me in it or leave me a comment or DM me or something and let me know how it turned out for you. And also let me know if you guys want to see more cook with me's, because I definitely have plenty of dishes I can make. I'm gonna put y'all on some island stuff, okay? I'm gonna get you right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you same time, same place next week.